strength heroes, just the pure damage from those two plus the rocket barrage that you're looking at, it doesn't matter if they're strength heroes, you're still going to cleave through them, and there's nothing they could do much to respond. Yeah, Alchemist can come in with a stun, but if you don't have any follow-up from a second or third support hero, it's nothing. You're not going to be able to get a kill off that. You could do some decent damage and a couple of auto attacks, but that's not going to kill even the squishiest support. So they might still think about it, but in the end, I think you're right. They've got some decent disables. They've got some really good disables versus Queen of Pain. Rubik and Crystal Maiden, both extremely strong. And, of course, Eternal Envy.
I'm not quite sure.
Once upon a time, I could read that. Not anymore. I don't think that's actually words. I'm pretty sure those aren't words.
You don't think that's actually, like, Chinese?
Well, no, it's Japanese, and I'm looking at that, like, especially that last one. I don't think that actually forms a word, but it's been a long time since I.
So you actually know Japanese?
I took 3 years of it.
And you've forgotten it all.
I've forgotten it all. It's useless to me. Why do I want to keep that in my head?
Well, it's true. There's no Japanese Dota 2 team. So if it was Korean or Chinese, then maybe it'll be a hell of a lot more useful. But yeah. Or if you enjoy watching anime.
See, I watched that with subs on.
Well, at least you don't say you watched the dub version. Oh, Pile I Die. Already got a little bit of fun here. Going to go on a Rocket Barrage, but that Rocket Barrage, 60's got 739 life points from level 1.
Ooh,
what are you supposed to do against that? They are locked in. Chen's also got himself a Wild Wing here. This top lane for Empire, it's going to crumble. It's going to crumble. Tornado powers is more powerful than anything. I don't see them able to actually get into this lane now.
The fact that they were able to get a tornado creep right off the bat, that's already going to put them blow a lot of the regen on some of the squishier supports, especially Crystal Maiden, who probably is going to sit inside the tornado for so long because she's super, super slow already. She goes down to 237 movement speed. Are you kidding? Like, that's just going to harass them so much and put them on the back foot, and that's already a bad start to your tri-lane.
Yep. And that
Still,
means...
though, they do have Light of Heaven being able to teleport in. Can't forget about that one. And Rocket Barrage, even though they're dealing with strength heroes, once they hit level 3, they have a lot of really good nukes. Rubik with a level 2 Fade Bolt, Crystal Maiden with both Frostbite and Crystal Nova. A couple of Rocket Barrages in, they could really easily kill some of these heroes.
Man,
nice Frostbite, though.
Scandal's doing a lot of damage to this Queen of Pain. Already forcing out the Salve. And pushing the creep wave underneath the tier 1 tower a little bit here. In fact, Koiva now going to initiate in deeper. He doesn't have enough mana for a scream, but he's done a lot of damage to Scandal already. That Sting able to actually hit. So after Phase Shift was wasted, he just went for it. And Eternal Envy, well, there's no follow-up to that. He just brewed a concoction because he has the mana. Possibly doesn't want to use the Acid Spray because he'll push the creep wave out too far. But it's already too late for that.
Well,
that creep wave's coming down.
He got a regen. Interesting though, he's also going for the Illusory Orb. I'm not sure if he doesn't feel comfortable enough with his puck, but a lot of times you see pucks go silence because Queen of Pain has to get so close that you're in range of silence, and you should always be able to dodge poison stings. It's just one of the rules.
Oh, trouble top lane.
Top.
There's your first blood. Ruby getting caught out in the Acid Spray. Jara also took a lot of damage from that. It was actually the first thing that made me look up towards that top lane. He was hiding back behind the tier 1 tower. Looks like just a little bit of a straggler. Sunlight gets caught out. Yeah. But as far as you like looking towards Scandal, it's actually one of those things I've got to watch a lot of Scandal games. Like a lot of Scandal games. And one thing which I do notice is he likes to use his orb over having a silence because like he's not going to try and get in close on the Queen of Pain. When he's ready to do the double burst damage, then he'll go for it. But for the rest of the time, he'll use the orb not only to get the last hits, but drop the creep wave down very, very low. Because he farms with the orb more than anything else. And if you can hit Koiva in the middle of that orb, he'll go nuts for it. You see it again, straight at the top of almost the entire creep wave, and forces his creep wave to come in range of... Well, unfortunately, there's a catapult here, but it's going to go in range of the tower.
It's coming!
Just goes through the entire creep wave. Bone 7, he'll get cogs off, and that'll hold Light of Heaven there. Sunlight's coming in to help Mob, and actually the Sprout, Bone 7. There's no Fade Bolt damage, but there's still the kill. Light of Heaven's able to get a follow-up here. But that meant the Sing Sing is the one who gets all the experience from that. So he's now up to level 4.5 and blow your brain. TP's the bottom lane. So we're going to look at a swap up now.
Double damage.
We're going to look at a swap of lanes. I doubt Crystal Maiden will remain on the top lane, but they'll go elsewhere. And Sing Sing just instantly goes somewhere else. He's running for Scandal here in the middle lane. At the same time, the bottle's being used up by Koiva, but he's too far away. And Sing Sing's now on the wrong side of the river. But he's okay.
Yeah, they're... Well, I mean, considering the fact that they lost to a dual lane, I mean, granted, the Tornado put them down, but the fact that they gave up First Blood against an Alchemist Spirit Breaker double melee combo, not a good sign. So they're going to have to just farm up quite a bit. That's why they're throwing this defensive tri-lane.
Is he going to get this timing right? Oh, he baited the phase shift.
Oh, he missed it.
He baited the phase shift. Got it perfectly and takes the kill on the puck in the middle lane. But Light of Ever's now going to come in to try and find another kill here. Puts down the Sprout. Blinks off cooldown right now. And Koiva, well, he is out of mana. I doubt the Rubik's going to be able to catch him, or maybe he can. In time, telekinesis, the range, he got it. Pick him up, throw him back, Fey Bolt, and he's another right click, and then maybe the Fey Bolt damage. Don't know if he just calculated it and said it wouldn't be enough. 160 up against the, no. Only level 2, not enough.
Yeah, not even close. Well, this is going to be bad time because this means that Eternal Envy, like, they were supposed to be able to shut down Alchemist's farm, and Alchemist he was forced to go for a very aggressive build, 2 into Acid Spray and 2 into Unstable Concoction. But now he's evenly spit it. Wow, he even actually neglected his ultimate once he hit level 6 and got a second level in Grievel's Greed. He knows that he's forced them off of the lane, so now he's fully committing to farm. Yep. He's going to get a couple levels at Grievel's Greed, he's going to work on getting the Shadow Blade, and at that point in time, that means you have both the Space Cow being able to run around with, unless you have good vision, unknowingly ready to gank you, and also the Shadow Blade Alchemist ready to stun you at any point. So they're going to have to play extremely scared.
I think I just witnessed something which I don't think I've witnessed before. I was just watching Gyro on that bottom lane. I kind of want to wait for the stream to catch up to it. But I'm pretty sure he was sitting at the side shop buying and selling a Ring of Regeneration just so he could regenerate himself back up again. And then when the time came, he just he sold it again and just bought his face boots. I am almost 100% certain that's what he was doing.
We actually saw that a really long time ago, but there was a point in time, it very quickly got patched where you could actually build Tranquil Boots, use it, disassemble it, and sell the item.
Yeah.
But that's really interesting. He actually...
To do it with a Ring of Health at the side shop.
Granted, you're probably only giving yourself an extra 10, 15 health, but if you have nothing better to do, that's quite the interesting little exploit.
It looked like you got back up to full life anyway by doing so, it's hard to debate it. Still got a couple of seconds before the live stream will catch up, then I get to have a little bit more of a closer look at, because I was looking at the entire thing, but like tired eyes after a couple of games. And my inexperience. Oh. Yeah. Anyway. Still cool to see. And we get ourselves a pause game too, so 1-3, so I don't understand.
Ring of Health, bought it, sold it, sold it.
Yeah. Yeah, so he did do it.
He did it twice, though. He got himself maybe 8 health.
It's huge, man. It's huge. Every little bit counts. That small little thing. You just like do that in the pub, goes like, yeah, professional player. Yeah. I make the most out of everything. It's those people that drop all their stat items when they use bottles or things like that. Before they use their wand charges even.
Well, right now, Empire's trying to make the most of their jungle to kind of get their supports back into the game. Right now, you see Crystal Bane, like, full-on jungle, using Frostbite on the hard creeps, and because it does last so long, you're able to do that extra bit of damage. So, not the fastest support jungler in the world, but just a little bit there. Gets her in a little bit extra levels while allowing Rubik to get all the experience from pulling.
So we're going to have ourselves a push on top lane, Eternal Envy. Got to team up together with his 2 supports and give that tier 1 tower a bit of a beating. But he doesn't have himself a catapult. What he does have is 4 range creeps as well as a Satyr and a Hellbear Smasher. So they're going to look to destroy this top tier 1 tower. And the question is there going to be enough, like, okay, the rotation's already coming. Scandal, Sunlight, and Vanskor. All three are moving up towards that top lane to hold it. But you get level 2 Acid Spray, which Eternal Envy is saving until the creep wave. We'll see the puck. It may just throw it down anyway. But the puck, Orb, and the Fey Bolt, and the Nova, and goodbye the creep wave, and goodbye the bottom lane. Queen of Pain kills off the Gyrocopter in conjunction with Bone 7. So, well, Empire get themselves on the board. I mean, I guess Kaipi get another kill on the board. 4-1.
Yeah, this is looking really bad. Bone 7, because of the fact that he was able to get solo experience early on, is not scared of this tri-lane whatsoever. He's already sitting at level 8. He's got phase boots and a robe Magi, so look for that blade mount to be picked up. Really, really strong. When you're going up against a Gyrocopter, Furion, Crystal Maiden, you have a lot of things flying around there that the heroes have no control of who it hits.
Yep.
So if you've got a Clockwork in the middle of everything with a blade mail pop, that's a lot of return good damage going back to these heroes, and they're all relatively squishy. Even Gyrocopter, who is probably not going to be able to pick up his BKB for some time due to his slow start. He already has an Ogre Club phase boots, but it is 10 minutes in.
Give him a little bit more time. He might catch up, especially when you get like other heroes like Light of Heaven or give him some space with the Hand of Midas falling up. Still want to see if this tower, like, they can't commit 3 heroes again to defend this push from Kaipi on the top. In fact, they are going to. They're bringing in 4 heroes, in fact, this time around. Light of Heaven TP'd himself up here. So the trees, the ulti. Envy goes into his Chemical Rage. And smoke up from Empire. So they want to fight up here. They want to find something, and Eternal Envy's going to actually give them what they want. Concoction will fly, but already with the Frost Nova, the puck holding, Pylite die, sending Eternal Envy back out. Might have enough time. Is there going to be damage? There's enough. The Prophet Almond damage bounces through just at the last point. So they get Chen, and now in comes Bone 7. Light of Heaven goes down. Support's there from Quoid for a double kill for him. And he's looking for more. Going to find Vanskor in the corner. He needs to scream this and maybe even blink away to safety after. That's exactly what he does. Triple kill for a hasted Quoitva. Without that follow-up. Oh, wow, is he going to go for more? The set of blast?
Yeah.
Blink. He's going to get an ultra here. Needs to scream. Sunlight keeps the distance, and now scream and attack. He gets the ultra kill. At the same time, though, he died before the kill. So he doesn't get the experience, but he does get the ultra kill.
I didn't see, was Gyrocopter in for the kill? Experience?
It looked like he TP'd in time, yes.
Yeah. Well, that'll be a nice little buff to him. But, yeah, no surprise that Kaipi's just destroying this game. They have to keep up really good map control. That's on Empire. If Kaipi can manage to pick up an early gem, they can just take out the outer tier 1 towers, and Empire is going to have to play so scared constantly. Their biggest plus is they haven't lost a tower yet, and they realize that. That's why they're putting so much to defend these towers. They're putting so many heroes to be able to make sure they don't lose anything, because the more map control they lose, the stronger the Spirit Breaker gets.
Mm-hmm. It's still hilarious, like, the stronger SB gets. Look at his strength already, like, level 7.5, almost 1200, just with Strain Treads. He's already got an ultimate and 4 points up in Bash. He doesn't even need to get another level now. Maybe some levels up in charge, so at least his charge speed as well as the stun duration is just a little bit longer. He has a full 2.4 seconds at the level 4. But that's the only thing he really requires.
As a support Spirit Breaker, you usually go Empowering Haste afterwards, because the extra stun, 0.4 per level, is the extra movement speed is better for a lot of these team fights. So that's what I'm expecting to do, but he might go for it. A little bit more extra disables, because they don't have a second support to provide that disable.
Sing, he ran out. Talkies pick up the support coming in. Quoifa's here, but no ultimate. Hand of Gold's going to be used, and Sing tries to charge himself out. Bone 7, you can see him preparing his hook shot, but he knows that the Ancients were coming down, and now he can find the line. Oh! Little off target. Little off target. It was more wishful thinking with the level 1 hook.
Yeah.
The Koiva, I'm pretty sure,
that-
would have jumped in to fight that. But his ulti coming off cooldown after that, he would have really wanted to go in. He already knows he can nuke down Sunlight right now. He's just got to be careful because Sunlight's got the Scream of Pain up. So he's got 4 points up in that nuke and 3 points up in his normal nuke.
Vanscore has to be careful too. With missing a little bit of health, he could actually die just from Koipa's level 2 ultimate now.
Well,
Yeah.
seems it's Crystal
Life
Maiden
sucks,
has no
it's Crystal
fear.
Maiden.
Crystal Maiden has no fear, man. She bought up boots and now uses the smoke. So movement speed for the win. 379. Oh yeah. But they're going to look for Koipa. He's moving down to the bottom room. Doesn't spawn up there though. In fact, it spawns up there. DD on the top river. And you've actually got Queen of Pain now on her way to her Orchid. Actually picked up the Oblivion Staff already in the treants. Oh, didn't snipe him, and he blinked in to initiate for it. Silence, Feybolt, and Koipa's gone.
May you ride on nether zephyrs.
That was well played. I'm a little bit surprised, but because the fact they lost their Trilane, Crystal Bane has to go for a Crystal Nova leveled first. Frostbite is really good versus Queen of Pain. Bottom. Light of Heaven's gonna get jumped on, but he's gonna push back in. Vanscore's coming in with a nice little slow. They may be able to get a counter kill. Actually, Light of Heaven might get out. Bone 7's got the phase boots though, so they're gonna trade a 1-for-1 here. Bone 7 should be able to get out though.
He's on the run. He's not going to get any kind of help, though. Eternal Envy was in the bottom lane, too. Maybe he won't get out of here. Pops down the cogs. It's Sunlight who's holding him there in the trees that look through the corner. Bone 7, an attack from the tower is almost going to be enough. 28 and 2 HP. The stick jumps keep him up. He's going to rocket on his tail. He needs life points. Koipa jumps in. Quad Poldy stinks. Get rid of the rocket. Get rid of the rocket. The tower's attacking it. If he keeps running like this, the tower might actually have enough damage. Is it? The tier 3 tower will get rid of it.
He's already got enough health.
He'll survive.
Yeah, Clockwork. It can have been his natural regen. I don't know how he picked up that much health. He went from 2 to 230 last time I saw him. Maybe he had a tango.
Maybe. I'm watching Sunlight in this bottom lane. If Koipa sees him, if he comes out the wrong time, he's hiding there. Still with a TP scroll available. But there's a new creep wave going to come down. If he makes a move out right now, he's dead. And he might try and do it afterwards, and that's when Sing Sing's moving through, and then he'll just find free gold down there. Double TPs to the bottom lane. And now out they jump. Silence and Puckoldi on the Queen of Pain. And now takes the stun, can blink away, but not after being frostbitten up, and will go down. Prop only bounces through, and Sing Sing, he charged in, got a stun up on 2, and Crystal Maiden drops the Almond. More than enough damage to kill off Sing Sing. So Kaipi throwing free gold the way of Empire. So I watch Gold Member. I cannot get it out of my head. I love gold.
Well, top.
Block your brain. There's already gonna be a call down, but then you've got that blade mail, which is not making life easy for him. Has to move back. Where is that hook shot? He's looking for the line. Now the TP out by Blow Your Brain. Bone 7. Well, have a guess. Just have. Okay. Okay.
Bone 7, your Clockwork is usually legendary.
Yeah.
That was not legendary play right there.
No.
Still, though, that blade mail, until BKB is picked up on Gyrocopter, he has to play so careful. But he's about to. He just needs another 200 gold, so that was a really key time for Bone 7. If he'd killed Gyrocopter, that would have delayed the BKB a little bit more, and it would have given him more opportunity to hunt him. Because you lock him inside of the cogs, and you activate blade mail, Gyrocopter usually in a panic will go, oh god, Rocket Barrage and Ultimate, and he practically kills himself just by returning that damage. So.
And in that kind of time, he would take to farm up that BKB. We're looking at Alchemist, who with Battle Fury up and running, who also got himself a quad Ancient stack. While all that fighting was happening in the bottom lane, Eternal Envy was farming up a quad Ancient stack. And he's already sitting at 1100 gold again. 17 minutes in. Like, you know how much money he just wants to keep pulling in. Sees a little tree in the side. But Empire's now against a ticking clock. BKB might be up, but that Alchemist is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger as time goes on. But then again, by the looks of it, they're dragging it back anyway. The advantage was going the way of Kaipi until that overextension on the bottom lane. Now it's only 2,000, the experience going their way, and gold actually belongs to Empire. It's negligible. It's only 500 gold, but still, it's Empire with the advantage of gold up against an Alchemist. And that in itself has to be questioned, because Scandal now going to come in. They find Eternal Envy. Is it worth the puck, Goldie? There's already a charge coming in, and there's Sunlight, who stole that from SB, and he's looking to do a little bit more here. Can't throw him up onto the cliff, and Envy turns around to fight. This time the hook shot, perfect from Zone 7. It splits Empire in thrice in Light of Heaven. Try and bounce them around here, and there's going to be an ulti out from Sing Sing. Almost bouncing him into the Mud Golems to deny him off. And Crystal Maiden drops out her ulti. Sing Sing going to look for a bash. Can't find one just yet. Corp ulti destroys the puck. And they move over towards Vanscore as well. And Vanscore, one more attack there. Maybe it's going to be two. Yeah, it's going to be two from Quedva. Able to get the kills. It's 3 on the sidelines for the price of an Alchemist.
Yeah, that was some really silly throws. They should have been able to kill the Alchemist really quickly. Just a couple things, like Puck throwing the orb at the end in order to get to the double damage, rather than just putting on the Alchemist and finishing off with auto attacks. Just small, silly things allowed Alchemist to live way longer than he should have, and giving his allies plenty of time to respond. So they're going to take a tier 1 tower off of that, and more importantly, more map control. More map control. They're not going to lose their top tower. Alchemist's already there, and he's going to get a stun.
Yep. There's already the charge coming in from the SB too. They'll just transfer to another hero. In fact, it goes to one of the Treants. So maybe not as effective as Sing Sing would have hoped it to be. At the same time, we now got Koitva being charged up by Rubik. Unfortunately for Rubik, there's no big follow-up, and almost bouncing him up the hill. Pick up with the telekinesis, dragging him back. Silence from Scandal, and Koitva, he's just going to go down right now. It's going to be a big kill for him too. And he did drop the puck ulti. They really wanted that kill on the Queen of Pain, and rightly so.
Yeah, he's just absolutely crushing all of those supports. So that was a really big kill for them, as well as stealing the blink on Rubik. That allows him to be able to get that instant initiation with telekinesis. That could be big for hunting down the Quap when she gets back up. If they could continually keep the Queen of Pain down, it doesn't matter if Spirit Breaker's charging things, because Alchemist chose to go for a farming build, which means he's not going to be running around with a Shadow Blade hunting heroes. So as long as they keep the Queen of Pain down, the Clockwork and the Spirit Breaker can't by themselves make kills happen without putting themselves at serious risk. So they just need to keep the Quap down while continuing to farm up on the Gyrocopter. They can't give too much time to the Eternal Envy, though. While it's really hard to shut him down, they may just have to think about farming for a few more minutes and then start grouping up and forcing some team fights.
Well, we can take a little bit of time. Other teams taking their time. I can let people know too, if you were willing to sign up for that 1v1 competition. It'll happen after the grand final. The winner of the competition, actually there'll be 5 of them when we send their information. I believe this time around though, you'll be added on Steam by Holy Master. A little bit different to what we did before. And then you'll be invited to come into the game. And if you beat me, you win yourself a Forest FS 2333 monitor. Thank big courtesy of ISO. But the entries are now closed. You cannot submit yourself in anymore.
Oh man, I didn't go in yet.
Yeah, the time had to stop at some point. It actually finished about half an hour ago. So the winner's already been selected, and they will be notified. So then you can
want free monitors.
Yeah, well, obviously you actually can't compete anyway.
I'm not.
Actually,
I'm not part of Join Dota or ISO.
That's true. That's true. You can actually sign yourself up, but then you're still gonna be selected by ISO. And there's no way I would throw to you. There's no way I would lose to you.
Oh, what? Oh, it's on Toby.
Yeah, like Donkey Kong. Top TPs coming in. 3 of them, in fact, and as well as the charge coming in from SB, Eternal Envy into the Shadow Blade and Concoction. He sees Vanscore around the corner. Vanscore, shortest ult of his life, instantly knew it was a big mistake, and Envy got the stun onto Vanscore, but that Quap ulti, it's going to hit hard, but at the same time, huge amount of damage being dealt over towards Kaipi. It's a very good thing they already got that Aegis to the Immortal, because now Eternal Envy comes back to life again, but Shadow Blade has to be used, but he's still in range of the Sentry Ward, so we end up getting killed up by Blow Your Brain. And that was just before he was able to get that Chemical Rage back off cooldown again. And now a full BKB purchased up by the Queen of Pain. And she's looking for the extra stragglers Sunlight's in the corner. He can TP out. Blow your brain. Do you really want to try and fight this? There's a charge over to Light of Heaven. Into the corner. Sunlight now stole charge. Who's he going to return it on to? Charges straight back towards Sing Sing. Light of Heaven can't TP out. The Shadow Strike from Queen of Pain able to do that damage. And now, well, BKB will pop. And Sunlight, quick scream. And they're moving over towards Blow Your Brain. But it's now Quap versus Blow Your Brain. Sting's there, but it's still got the Chen army helping him out. They have to back up a little bit more. Hellbear, where's your troll? Ooh, blink away! 67 life points he went down to. Blow Your Brain's lifesteal really kicking in hard with that Helm of the Dominator. And they're not going to go back in for that one, are they? Parkour, he doesn't jaunt. Sing Sing will retreat.
Well, at the end of the day, that was a surprisingly decent fight for Empire until that last little bit. If they just teleported away when they were hiding in that side shop, if all three of them had just teleported out before the rest of the team fight occurred, that would have been a really good trade for them. They took down Eternal Envy and his Aegis. They got some good farm up on the Gyrocopter. But unfortunately, they tried to force yet another fight, and they lost a couple of kills because of it.
Well,
Eternal Envy, though, he's got that Shadow Blade. He can start moving around the map really aggressively with the Spirit Breaker and the Clockwork. They can start shutting down the Gyrocopter heavily. Heavily. Even though he's got the BKB, if you get that surprise stun up on him and then follow up with extra disables, he's a very, very easy kill for them.
I'm actually looking in that bottom lane right now where Eternal Envy's going to get a lot of money. And he will just keep pushing this out. Treants, they can't move back in time. The Acid Spray is actually going to kill off one of them. And Envy, he ensures that no Treant is able to escape. And top lane, well, they're going to pick up on a Centaur. Pylai die. He's going to set that little sucker back, isn't he? Or is he? No, Sing Sing's charging in. They find one around the corner. They already throw out that nuke on the Sunlight. He throws out a very quick charge of Sing Sing's, but Sing Sing kills him while he does it. So Rubik does go down. And Kaipi everywhere on the map. Envy has now basically put a flag in the Empire jungle, claiming ownership.
Yeah, he was doing this earlier, and it's a really good way to shut down a Gyrocopter without having to actively hunt him down. You take away his jungle, all he's left with is an Ancient stack plus some lanes, so if they can also put a ward up in the Ancient stack, that really keeps Gyrocopter down. He's a fast jungler, or he's a fast farmer in general, but there's no way he can keep up in gold per minute with an Alchemist with Battle Fury.
Yeah.
So he's going to take a rather large gold lead from that. And the rest of his team is doing a good job hunting down some of the squishier heroes.
Koitva, now with that Orchid. Only problem is, Blink Dagger, stronger. Jumps away very, very quickly. And Vanskor, he was very, very happy if Sing Sing wanted to keep diving in. He would have, yeah. Well, Envy, trouble on bottom lane. Light of Evans here, pick up, Bone 7. Is he going to hook shot himself in here? Already with the Shadow Blade able to escape. And now it's Bone 7 who's in trouble himself. There's extra support coming in. Light of Heaven. She just TPs himself in front. And he hooks away. Down to Envy. The attacks will follow him. He's down to 78 life points, but will TP out to safety. Wonderful move in from Eternal Envy, allowing that to happen. And Blow Your Brain chasing kills there in the mid lane. But looks like another hero was already sent back to base by the Chen. Well, they're trying to force Blow Your Brain out. So yeah, it was Sing Sing. They got sent back in the middle lane. 27 minutes in, and Empire, they just cannot catch a break as far as kills go.
Extremely good play by them. They've got the Helmet Dominator, the Ancient stacking going on right now for the Gyrocopter, but it's not going to be enough. So they're going to have to depend pretty heavily. I think they need to force a fight soon. I'm just trying to gauge what items they really need to be able to pick up. Because as it is, like going into once Alchemist has his up close and personal items, AC.
Clockwork
and,
jumps in. Cogs pushing back too. There's already the charge coming in as well. Bounds of Sunlight, but the Frostbite stops Sing Sing in his tracks. But then Eternal Envy can make his move in. Or can he? There's actually a BKB. Has to be popped by the Queen of Pain. Jumping away. The Feybolt won't bounce. Scandal. Ulti 8 seconds on cooldown. Now Mech going to work already from Pylai Day as well as the Hand of God. Allowing Kaipi to bail out that. They'd still took the tier 1 tower, but they were really split up for that fight.
That's really surprising that nobody on Empire died. They all got very, very low. But they had some really good team fight here. They addressed the Queen of Pain, didn't let her get off her big ultimate and Orchid combo. So just because of that, they were able to survive. But again, it's still, Kaipi's the one putting in all the pressure once they have AC and Abyssal up on Alchemist. He's going to be able to shut down the Gyrocopter no matter how many items he has. All it takes is him getting close enough and just keep on change bashing him. So Butterfly is going to be a really important pickup for Gyrocopter. If he can get that while Alchemist is focused on getting those 2 big items he needs, then he'll have a little bit more time where he's not instantly shut down by Alchemist.
It looks like the players want to go a different path, man. We've got the BKB board up for the Alchemist. They'll have to buy him time to get the Abyssal and the Assault Cuirass as well as that BKB. And blow your brains going Monkey King Bar. He's actually picked up a Demon Edge already.
Yeah.
So you won't be looking at any kind of Butterfly coming up from him just yet. So all the players are starting to go a little bit more of a different path as far as their builds go. But at least Crystal Maiden has a mech. Vansko's actually got a lot of farm for that CM. 249, 30 last hits. But more importantly, like level 11, 30 minutes in, having the mech for his team allows Ruby to go other items. And considering it is 20 to 14 against them, it's not too shabby. But then again, I can look to Pilot Day. He's got Arcane Boots, he's got mech. And still got 370 gold, got Smoke and Ring of Aquila up on him. And then a Clockwork who's now just over 1,000 gold away from having a full BKB up for himself, as well as that Blade Mail. And Eternal Envy just racket in the money. There's 10,000 experience advantage going the way of Kaipi. And the gold just keeps dropping to it's sitting about 8.5k right now in favor of Kaipi.
Ooh, they're thinking about it. At top, Eternal Envy is really thinking about popping the Unstable Concoction and using Shadowplay to get close enough. Because if he hits Scandal with it, there he goes.
But he's going to get really close. And now, phase shift. You knew he was going to evade. You knew he was going to evade.
Yeah. That was just really good game sense there by Scandal, knowing that it could happen. So keeping himself, he didn't go out to farm. He stayed near his tier 2. That way Alchemist couldn't get right next to him in melee range and surprise him with that. So smart, safe play is good for Empire, but I really think they have to get aggressive sometime soon. Spirit Breaker's going to go into the late game very, very strong as a support. You've got the Queen of Pain Alchemist really going to late game well. And all they have is Gyrocopter with a Furion. Puck kind of drops off a little bit. A lot of it is mainly disables. It's nice that he has a Scythe of Ice, and he's a really good initiator, but you're seeing more and more BKBs picked up on Kaipi.
Yep.
Spirit Breaker is probably the next person who's going to pick it up.
Yeah. And then the control just goes out the window.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're 100% right, man.
Bone 7's got one as well soon.
And Empire's got to do something right now. They really do have to. If they wait any longer, this game is over. Kaipi will never push him. All they got to do is farm up to a point where the Alchemist can take their entire team. And SB finishes up a BKB. And they'll take probably another Aegis the Immortal. Roshan spawns up in about 45 seconds time from now. With the Scythe of Vice up on a Queen of Pain with the Orc and the BKB. Yeah, this is just at the point now that Empire, if they don't do something, they're going to lose this. Monkey King bars up for the Gyro, so it's basically now or never. And Bone 7's already going to get a little bit of a spot off. Vanscore's moving up the hill, and Clockwork just almost point blank runs in, hooks him up. The mech charge from Vanscore, and then the Frostbite. Wow. He's going to live through all of this. The Quad Body that catches him on the edge. Prophet Ultimate and the send back. Sing Sing actually getting himself away to safety. Bone 7's going to TP himself out for being stunned up.
There was no MKB hit. That's what stopped the teleport from Clockwork.
Yep. Was the only, I think it was actually the only way they could have done it with Crystal Maiden on the sideline.
Yep.
Rubik was coming in closer though, and that could have also done the job. But either way, like Sing Sing still got sent back when he was the first one, like initiating in. Then I say first one, like it was a straight up fault from the Clockwork. If they get the Clockwork out as well, then Kaipi will be laughing all the way to the bank because it's still buying more time. Crystal Maiden goes down. Yeah, Envy. He's getting a little bit frustrated. I'm noticing he's trying to use his Shadow Blade to move between the camps a little bit faster. So when he also arrives, he cleans up the camp a little bit faster. But he just popped it just a little bit premature in that last game.
It's really important that way you keep up those Grievous Greeds charges. That way you're constantly at getting 30 gold per creep. So the movement speed is really important. But I'm not sure if you noticed, Spirit Breaker, when he's with the Chen, with his Empowering Haste and they're smoked up together, Chen almost reaches max movement speed. Yeah.
Really?
Like those three, like Kaipi, like you were talking about, Empire kind of needs to be able to force a fight and win something soon. That way they can take control of the map and start looking to crack open the base. Well, Kaipi's not letting them do that. They're making sure they're constantly keeping up their smoke. So they're moving around as a 3-man crew with Chen and Spirit Breaker and Clockwork, while the Queen of Pain and the Alchemist keep up the farm and maintain the lanes, keeping them pressured. So they're not letting Empire really see the opportunity for a pick-off. If anything, it's the other way around, that Kaipi's trying to hunt them down.
And Envy's getting really cheeky here. Firstly, they pick off the dominating creep of Blow Your Brain. Blow Your Brain comes in to finish off the last 3 creeps that were left of the Ancient stack. But all of Empire came back to defend that. And with the end of this Chemical Rage, he's actually not going to really have a lot of time here, Eternal Envy, to hit on Roshan. And if he does decide to do it, which he doesn't, he goes down for the Ancients area instead. Because if he went for Roshan just then, and Empire did come in to contest him, he would just pop that Chemical Rage. He wouldn't have a Chemical Rage to pop. And then Empire could take him out. But Empire just keeps scouting. They're looking around everywhere they can possibly go for any kind of sign of Kaipi. And now Empire just go in. Blow Your Brain's already inside. If he kites this properly, he can see a full life as well as slowly do damage. But it's going to take him a very long time. And Bone Seven's already prepared to come in. They just need more vision here. Because Kaipi are completely blind around the Rosh pit. In fact, they're blind everywhere across the map, apart from one Observer Ward, which is back behind the Ancient area, which also, should point out, is not blocking.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's not blocking. They dropped the Observer Ward down there,
played.
And the Black Dragons have actually spawned. So, yeah. Ward doesn't block, and now it's Empire. Look at the line they drew. They want to come in back behind the Tier 2 tower. They plan to assault up this direction through the secret shop. Catch the boys waiting. Scandal, like, that's a pretty big indication you're behind them. When you throw an orb over the top of the creep wave, it's a pretty big indication you're in the wrong spot.
I think they thought that they could sneak past that tower without the smoke being popped, but they were too close.
Orb. Too late. Aegis Timor belongs to Eternal Envy now. And he'll look to the Tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. Even a regeneration room to be bottled up on the bottom lane. Or will it? Nope, no one's there to bottle it. They just leave it behind. Come back for it at a later date.
Yeah, once Clockwork hit level 16 and he had his BKB, they immediately went for that Roshan. They knew with that slight bit of advantage, Sing Sing still needs his BKB, but it's too long. They can't wait for that. So, but he's going to be able to pick it up right now with the Roshan gold plus another 300. They're allowing him to farm bottom right now. Once they have that, there is very, very little physical damage that can stop Kaipi. Very, very little. I honestly don't know, because Empire they don't have anything to extract themselves from the team site, so it's not like they can force BKBs and back out. They have physical damage coming out from the Gyrocopter and the Nature's Prophet. What they really need is a smoke up and some sort of initiation. They need to be able to pick off heroes and force a fight with the numbers advantage. Because otherwise I don't see them winning any sort of 5-on-5.
Mm-hmm. Well, Envy is really looking to try and find a 5-on-5.
Oh.
Clockwork. Did he try and launch down that line? It looked like he did. Yep. There's already a charge coming out. It's coming on Scandal, so got some really good vision here. And the Colt's going to push Scandal back. Bumps into Ruby. The phase shift saved him there, but the Quap ulti, it's very hard. Blow Your Brain. He will drop down. Pylite die. Well, he's not even going to help out. Doesn't even need to help out, because right now it is Koitva who gets a double kill, even though Eternal Envy was dishing out a huge amount of pain there. And they move straight to the Tier 2 tower. Backdoor regen's a bitch, though. But the creep wave is actually nowhere near him. They have to fight the backdoor regen to take this.
And they still have a glyph, too. If you watch, if they glyph right before they kill the tower will go up to full health. But I'm surprised they didn't choose to do that, because that would have been hilarious.
Dire's courier has
Either way, though, Empire has nothing to do about this game. They can maybe try and go this late game where Gyrocopter picks up a Divine and you have Furion 6 slotted and you just focus on your split push, hope that Kaipi makes a mistake trying to go into your base, and Alchemist has no more room for growth. That's their hope right now, because their mid game is lost, and they can't force fights with the BKBs up on Kaipi. I honestly don't know what they're going to do for the next 20 minutes. If somehow they're still alive 20-25 minutes from now, maybe they can stage a late game team fight. It's not going to be an easy win by any means.
Eternal Envy? Light of Heaven couldn't get past his tree line. I kind of want to give props to Light of Heaven for doing against Kaipi what Kaipi do against everybody else. Able to snipe off the Die Courier. Took it out just above the top rune. Saw it deliver his item and then just TP'd up there, took it. And Queen of Pain looked for him very quickly as well, but was just a little bit too late. The TP scroll already got him back to base.
I hate that. I hate that. Furion should not be able to do damage to couriers.
Actually, I was talking to Light of Heaven about this and said, like, both Prophet as well as Wisp need to get a nerf. And I think the nerf we both came up with and said, I think this is a legitimate nerf, is to make it so Prophet's ulti is back like it used to. Prophet's TP is back like it used to be. So you could only TP where it's visible. Bottom lane, there's going to be a blow your brain going down right now. Envy just pops the BKB. The charge came in as well. Vanscore, well, that's 3 hits. Queen of Pain gets the last one in. And now they're just going to keep on running in after him. And it's Nether Strike actually got stolen by the Rubik. So we can use that ultimate, but it won't have time. Quap just throws the ulti. Scandal will evade the stun from Eternal Envy. But this will be a tier 2 tower in the bottom lane and a tier 3 tower.
Once again, the only heroes who can get themselves out of the team fight, Puck and Furion, are the only ones who live. Everyone else, Kaipi just runs over, and that's going to be Rax, probably game.
They can't go full GG just yet. That tier 2 tower slot in the mid, so they don't have an easy rotation. They could go to the top lane, but then again, if they can get themselves a kill, like Blow Your Brain, like Eternal Envy is attempting right now, maybe they can. They've already got one down. Puck on the sideline, and there it is. Double kill. Now they can pitch a tent, and they will start cleaning up the buildings here of Team Empire. And like Light of Heaven's looking for a trade-off, and Eternal Envy gets a double. Whoa, Envy. There's like free gold right there. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, and double kill for him. And GG, well played. Kaipi will advance themselves to the final. There will still be representatives from the CIS team. The boys from the old IC Cup will be playing up against Kaipi in the grand final. And Kaipi get themselves another date, man. This is now their 4th grand final they've reached out of the 7 grand finals of the ISO Cup.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. That's a pretty amazing record by them. No surprise they're going to move on to the finals here. Empire, again, I think they just need time. I don't know where their other stand-in is, quote-unquote stand-in, because I think it's sort of assumed that Sunlight and FMG are both joining the team at this point in time. But I think they just need time to really flesh out and get their full teamwork together. I think maybe in a couple months we'll see them be a really strong team, but for now, Kaipi's the more established team, surprisingly enough. That's kind of surprising to say, given like 6 months ago they were not allowed in the qualifiers because they weren't an established team, really. But they're the established team now. They're the ones in control of the scene. They're going to move on to the finals, where we should have a very good game against IC Cup. I think it's because of the Toby factor, man. I've been a big fan of IC Cup. The more I see them.
Yeah. Hey, I was preaching to the choir, man. All right, let's get ourselves into a short break, and we'll see you guys back here in just a moment.